The Egyptian captivity, all right, Assyrian captivity, Babylonian captivity, Medo-Persian captivity, all right. And if you skip to the New Testament, the Roman captivity, but it's missing one. All right, it prophesied about one when you go into Daniel 11 or even go into Daniel 8. All right, but it doesn't have it recorded. Where is that captivity recorded? In the Maccabees, which is in the what? Apocrypha. All right, and that's why they don't want you to have it, because they know, all right, it's still vital history in that. All right, it's vital history in that. You see? So let's read this, 2nd Esdras 6, and then we're going to get to the point, starting at verses 54. It says, so like, yep, 54. 2nd Esdras 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. Of him come we all. And the people also whom thou hast chosen. You see the separation? It's clear and cold cut. It's clear and cold cut. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, let's look up other. Just in case. Just in case. Let's look it up. I'm gonna have to take this off real quick. Cancel. Other. It says the second of two, additional, further. Also as a pronoun, one of the two, a different person or thing from the one in view. You see? So as for the other people, which also come of Adam, because it was other nations who came out of Adam. You see? When you track the lineage and you read Genesis, you'll see, all the nations and tribes that sprang out of Adam, out of Abraham, so on and so forth. All right? And the ones who were already there. See? But, at that time, Adam, all right, was pretty much the ruler, all right, of the people. Thou hast said that they are nothing. Let's look up that word nothing. I said just in case, just in case. Let's look up the word nothing. Turn that back off so we don't get no calls. No thing, not anything, not something. You see? Meaning insignificant thing of no consequence. Not at all, in no degree. You see? Not at all. Nothing to it. All right? Just in case. Thou hast said that they are nothing but like unto spittle. Let's look up the word spittle, because that's what we do. Begin our apostles on that. We look at words and we going just look them up. Let me turn on, make sure we're still going. Let me turn this on real quick. Spittle. Saliva, spit, mucus, substance secreted by the saliva glands. I mean, come on, man. When you spit, do you give a fuck where your spit go or what happened to it? Oh, man, I spit 3 times today. Nah, this ain't... What's the movie called? Dune? Well, you gotta preserve the water because you what's the place called? Because you living on Arrakis, Come on, man. Get serious. But be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that felleth from a vessel. Right, so we got a bucket. All right, and it's filled with water, and it may be uneven walking with it. It get the slushing around and splashing around a little bit. That little ass drop, you don't set the bucket down and try to suck the drop back up with a straw and get it back. No, man, it's insignificant. It's nothing. It's very, very minute. It's vain. It's vain. It's nothing. All right. Verse 57. And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. You see why? Because of our sins. And that was a prophecy. When you read Deuteronomy 28:64. All right. We transgressed. We went off according to the scriptures. And the Lord what? Scattered us in all nations. All right. And like I said, there you will serve other gods, even wood and stone. You see, and that's how these heathen, these low-level heathens end up getting power over the nation of Israel because of our shortcomings. All right. Because of us fucking up. All right. That's how. See. Verse 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, you see? Come on. The world was made for our sakes, man. For the nation of Israel. And the people in it. Like I said, that's why they're going to continually serve us. And those who don't want to serve us and our God, they will perish, according to Isaiah 60, which is a future prophecy that has not come to pass. All right? If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And it's almost over. Plain and simple. All right? And that's just the bottom fucking line. Excuse my French, but I mean, it just don't get no clearer. You see? People just really bugged out in their mind. Romans 10 concerning the scriptures. But, like we did in the video yesterday, Acts 35, who was salvation for? Who was Yahweh Shai sent for? Who did Yahweh Shai die for? The ministry was sent out for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then being pushed into the Gentiles because, like the prophecy states, we were scattered in all nations. So you had Israelites being scattered into these other heathen nations from captivity to captivity. All right. Or some just willingly doing it out of pure wickedness. Okay. Took on the customs as the heathens, as the natural Gentiles, and until were called after those nations. We're called Greeks. We're called Canaanites. Okay. All right. And through generations and generations believing it. All right. Because if you had one who was there, he taught the next generation to live like this or be like this. Then the next, then the next, then the next, then the next, until what? You will completely forget your heritage and you truly and solely believe that you are of that nation of people. All right. And that's how the Israelites ended up in a Gentile state. All right. Because we were in captivity to captivity and lost our heritage, according to Jeremiah 17. All right. But like I said, with that happening, and the true understanding of the scriptures and these epistles, etc., being misconstrued and broken down incorrectly via Esau, Edom, and his doctrine that he pushed upon slaves, etc. All right, we have a majority of the world believing that heathens can be saved. The Lord loves everyone, and that's just not true. This is Romans 10:3. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. Right, so they're trying to establish their own righteousness, their own things concerning the scriptures. You see? That's why when you go into churches, you can eat pork and you can do this and do that and teach this way and live this way, etc., etc. Because what they established their own thing. This is not of the true Bible, Shalaki. This is not of the true God of the Bible and his son. All right? The things that are being pushed in these other churches, the fables, the myths, etc., etc., the history, the things pertaining to salvation, the things pertaining to the Israelites is not true, which has been pushed out here. All right. So just finishing out the video through the Spirit. Lord's will, this was edifying. Gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Shalom.